It's time now for Yellow Jacket baseball and softball. The Yellow Jackets are looking for another fantastic season. Coach Prince is excited for this year's prospects and ready for league baseball play. Meanwhile, new head softball coach Tristan Tate is off to an exciting new season. Follow along for exciting Clinton baseball and softball on the Trip 94.7 and 97.3. Today's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, Anchor Insurance Agency, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Dodge Jeep and Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petit Jean Fiber, and by Conway Regional Medical Center and the fine Yellow Jacket Boosters. Live video stream coverage on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petit Jean Fiber, by First Arkansas Bank and Trust, by H&H Sports Bar and Grill, and by your local Farm Bureau Insurance. And the player of each game brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcer for today's game, KHPQ and KGFL sports announcer Mike Hawley, and technical engineering by Keith Parrish. Let's switch now to the diamond for the Yellow Jackets on KGFL 94.7 and 97.3.
Hey, good afternoon, Yellow Jacket baseball fans this afternoon on a beautiful day at the ballpark here in Clinton. A few clouds in the sky, a breeze, and temperatures in the 80s. A perfect day for baseball here in Clinton at the beautiful ballpark here on School Hill. Well, today the Jackets jump back into conference play as they take on one of the top teams in the state of Arkansas and the Pulaski Academy Bruins. The Bruins come in with a record of 11 wins and 1 loss on the year. But the Yellow Jackets have off to a great start themselves. They have a 9-4 record after sweeping 3 games over spring break. 2 of those at Benton and 1 of those in Sylvan Hills in a tournament. And so the Yellow Jackets coming in hot. They've won 3 in a row. And looking maybe to add to it here as they take on, as we say, one of the top teams year in and year out, and the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Well, both teams are being introduced on the field by PA announcer Brian Henderson. And we will have the playing of the national anthem here shortly as the crowd continues to come in here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Well, let's take a break. We'll break here for the national anthem. Keith, hold it for a little bit, and we'll come back, and we'll have the first pitch today, Clinton Yellow Jacket baseball. You listen to the Jackets on Q92.
At Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton, it's all about the personal relationship.
Absolutely. We want you to see familiar faces, smiling faces, and people that are there to help. You know, it's always an inconvenience to bring your car in for service. It just is what it is. And so we know that we have to be a step above the competition, and we want to make that experience that's normally an inconvenience and have it be a happy experience for you.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with football and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Mike Hawley back here at the ballpark in Clinton, and we're almost set for baseball today. Red Horton on the mound today for the Yellow Jackets, warming up. Battery mate will be Keegan Rose behind the plate today. Looking at these starting lineups for Pulaski Academy, they will lead off with the right fielder, William Swoboda. Batting second will be the third baseman, Luke Edwards. Batting third and playing left field will be Major Jackson. The cleanup hitter today is the first baseman, Max Conine. Batting fifth and on the mound today will be Ace DeWeese. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Rome Foster. Batting seventh and the designated hitter this afternoon will be Chase Kimball. Batting eighth and catching today will be Reed Williams. And batting ninth will be Mason Greathouse. He is the center fielder. And playing defense today is Raheem Jackson at second base. It'll be Swoboda, Edwards, and Jackson, Conine, DeWeese, and Foster, Kimball, Williams, and Greathouse for Pulaski Academy. And we are set for baseball here in Clinton. Still time for you to come on down. Lots of room for you here. Come on down, watch the ball game. Great day to bring that lawn chair and come out and have a seat. And the first pitch of the ball game is a strike by Red Horton. First pitch today at 4:35. The hitter is William Swoboda, the right fielder. He's a right-handed hitter. And a ground ball back up through the box into center field for a base hit. And that's how this one starts, with a clean single up the middle for Pulaski Academy. Pulaski Academy and Joe T. Robinson right now leading the conference. Harding Academy third with 2 losses to Joe T. Robinson. And then Clinton and Morrilton in that 4th spot right now. In fact, actually Clinton ahead of Morrilton right now. And a slow curve for a strike to Luke Edwards, the third baseman. In fact, the Jackets are tied for third with Harding Academy and Morrilton. 4 teams make the regional tournament. There is no district tournament. Swoboda leads off at first. Here's the pitch. And a pitch just high. The left-handed pitcher, Horton, and the left-handed hitter, Luke Edwards. Boji Hester not with us today, up in northwest Arkansas. He has grandkids up there also, and he's watching them at a track meet this afternoon. He's probably tuned in, though, knowing Boji. Yellow Jacket track today, junior high. They are on the road right now, heading to Mountain Home. 7th grade was there last night. Talked to Jesse Wilson today, and they had several winners last night in 7th grade at the track meet at Mountain Home. Swing and a miss by Edwards. The count now 1-2. Wind is gusting toward the scoreboard, kind of from center field over to left right now. Horton trying to get the first out of the first inning. Here's the pitch in the dirt, back to the screen, and Swoboda's going to end up at second with nobody out. Count now 2-2. Major Jackson on deck. Jackets would love a strikeout right here. Horton back on top, gets the sign that he wants. Rylan Jones working in behind the runner at second. And a fastball outside. Now the count runs full, 3-2. Going to be a busy night at the ballpark today. The softball team, they're practicing over to my right. They'll play Heber Springs tomorrow. We also have, I think, 3 Summer League games scheduled for tonight also. So come on down to the ballpark. And a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Horton as he gets Edwards swinging. And there's one out in the PA first inning. After coming down for the Summer League games tonight, come down a little bit early. We got a doubleheader here between Clinton and Pulaski Academy. You can bring the kids down, let them watch part of this before they play their game. The hitter is Major Jackson. The wind is blowing straight in. Throw to second. Swoda gets back in time. What a difference a couple of weeks make. On a Monday a couple of weeks ago, it was 37 degrees and the wind howling. Today it's in the low 80s. And most of us are wearing shorts at the game. Pitch is high, and just as I suspected, Bogie is tuned in, watching the game up in northwest Arkansas right now. Pitch is high for a ball. Bogie loves his baseball. Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. And fly ball well hit left field. Rabone goes back, and the wind carries it out of here for a 2-run homer for Major Jackson. That one kind of got up in the wind. The wind's been swirling a little bit. Now it's blowing straight out toward the elementary building. And Jackson kind of golfed that one out of here. And PA leads 2-0. Swoboda scored ahead of Jackson. And that'll bring in Max Conine, the first baseman. Yeah, now you look at those flags. They're blowing straight out toward the elementary building, straight out to left, and that's where that ball was hit. Got some fans out on Booster Island. Got some fans in their lawn chairs up on the hill. A lot of great places to watch a ball game here in Clinton. Conine, a tall left-handed hitter. He's listed on the roster at 6'4", 200 pounds. Here's Horton's first pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Horton to the plates, and a tapper foul outside of third. Good to see all the Booster Club advertising banners on the field. Got to thank Angela Bradford and the Booster Club crew for all that she does. You see these banners in the arena. You see them at the football field, and some of our great supporters buy the full package, and they get brought down to the baseball fields. And a swing and a miss, and Conine's in the hole 1-2. Late on that one. Never too late for next year. Give Angela a call. You want to get your business on a banner? We get more and more each year. All the money goes right back to Clinton Athletics. Pitch is outside, now 2-2. I'm a little biased, but I think it's the best run booster club in the state, and it's every cent goes right back in to Yellow Jacket Athletics. Here's the 2-2 high, now ball 3. Count runs full. PA leads early here in this one. 2-0 on a 2-run homer by Luke Edwards. And foul as Conine stays alive on a pitch down and away. Wind keeps gusting, kind of blows our notes around here at the table. And fly ball right field, maybe in foul territory. Dunn gives it a chase, makes a dive, but can't come up with it. Good hustle by White Dunn down in right field. And we'll do it again. I see some little future Yellow Jackets in their uniforms already here, coming over to watch the big boys play. dreaming about that day they'll be out there. I like it. They're dressed in black and gold. Here's the full 3-2 pitch and a shot up the right center field alley, and that'll go all the way to the fence as Conine heads for second, and now he makes the turn for third, and the throw over there is just a little bit late. Jackets made it pretty close, but Conine with a stand-up triple as he hits a 3-2 pitch into the right center field gap. And he's over there with one out. And that'll bring in the pitcher, Ace DeWeese. And if you're going to be a pitcher, that's a great name, Ace. There's a young lady that pitches for Harding Academy. I don't know if it's her real name or her nickname, and her name is Ace. Shows bunt, fouls it back to the screen. Horton asks for a new ball, gets it. That one kind of hit the brick wall back here behind the plate. Runner at third, one out. Jackets would like to leave him stranded. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher, and that one's high. Count even 1-1. PA dressed in baby blue or Carolina blue shirts with white pants. Black trim. Here's the pitch, and a tapper up the middle over the pitcher's head into center field, and that was a seeing eye single as there's one hop over Horton's head and just out of the reach of Rylan Jones behind second base, and that'll be an RBI single for DeWeese. Not hit real hard, but hit in the right place. Conine scores, and now PA leads 3-0. And that'll bring in the shortstop, Rome Foster. Foster, a right-handed hitter. There goes DeWeese for second, and a tapper towards short. Jones comes in, grabs it, throws, and it's wide to the right field side of the base. Eludes Zach Hunt Gonzalez, and DeWeese will score all the way from first as he was running on the play. Zach Hunt retrieves the ball. The hitter ends up at second. Tough play. Not sure if he would have got him at all, but Ryland made the attempt, and the throw was up the right field line just a little bit. And Zach Hunt had to chase it down near the Clinton dugout. And by then, DeWeese had scored all the way from first. We'll give Foster a hit. That was going to be a pretty tough play. PA now leads 4-0 here in the first. And pitch back to the screen, and Foster ends up at third with nobody out. Oh, check that with one out. The hitter is the DH, Chase Kimball. Jackets have Hayden Jones at third, Rylan Jones at short, Noah Calhoun at second, and Zach Hunt Gonzalez at first. And the pitch is a mile high. Rylan Jones into short center field and makes the catch there. Not an easy play with that wind blowing. And that's the second out of the inning as Kimball pops out. Foster had to stay at third. That'll bring in the eighth hitter of the inning, and Reed Williams. Williams, the catcher. Jackets would like the inning to end right here. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the corner. Nice pitch by Horton. Mason Greathouse on deck. Here's the pitch. High. Count even 1-1. Jackets trying to get out of the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. And back to the screen. And Kimball, start to check that. Foster will score from third. Pitch was in the dirt, bounced in front of the plate. Tough ball for Rose to try to block. It got back to the screen. And Foster scored from third. And PA now leads 5-0. Bases are empty, and a pop-up on the infield. Zach Hunt Gonzalez says he has it near the line. Now the wind carries it, and the ball's going to drop. Zach looking up into a high sky with the wind blowing toward left field. He pulled him over to the first baseline, and then he had to try to move toward the pitcher's mound. Couldn't make the catch. And Williams is on at first with 2 outs. There'll be a pinch runner at first. That'll be Braden Davis running for the catcher, Williams. Mason Greathouse, the center fielder, is the hitter. This is the 9th hitter of the inning for Pulaski Academy. Horton's pitch is a strike to get ahead in the count. Five hits the inning, 5 runs for PA here in the first. Snap throw to first, gets back there. Braden Davis running at first. Greathouse, a right-handed hitter, steps back in. Here's the pitch, and foul outside of third. Now he's in the hole 1-2, and the Jackets are a strike away from getting out of the first. Oh, 2 count, runner at first, 2 outs here in the first. Here's the pitch, and a base hit in the left field, just out of the outstretched reach of Hayden Jones at third. Gave it a good try, all-out dive, but it hit in the left field, and Rabone gets it back in. It's first and second with 2 outs. And PA is batted around. Now the 10th hitter of the plate is William Swoboda, and he started all this with a base hit up the middle. And eventually came around to score. Six hits and an error in the first inning. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Horton, outside for a ball. Runners lead away, and the pitch is popped up behind the plate. Will it stay in play? Rose gives it a chase and can't make the play. Wind kind of blew it back from the. When come field at first is going to stay fair or foul behind the plate, but it's going to get over the screen. Rose went to the screen and then it kind of blew it back toward home plate on him. Count even now, 1-1. And the pitch is in the dirt, back to the screen, and both runners move up. Second and third, 2 outs. First base open now. Jackets trying to get out of the first. Here's the pitch. And fly ball, right field. Dunn going back. Now under it, now back again, and makes the play as he stayed with a tough ball out there with the wind blowing. And that'll end PA's first inning. But the Bruins get 5 runs on 6 hits and an error. They leave a couple. We head to the bottom of the first. PA leads 5-0. Listen to Yellow Jackets baseball on the Trip, 94.7
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, you know, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
And back here at the ballpark, the Jackets have work to do. They trail 5-0 as they head to the bottom of the first inning. Lineup today for the Yellow Jackets. Leading off and playing shortstop, Rylan Jones. Batting second, over at third, Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Batting third and playing third base, Hayden Jones. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Wyatt Dunn. Batting fifth, and in center field, Colton Warren. Batting sixth, and the designated hitter this afternoon is Luke Westfall. Batting seventh and catching, that's Keegan Rose. Batting eighth, and over at second, Noah Calhoun. And batting ninth, and in left field, Carson Rabone. And on the mound today for the Yellow Jackets is Rhett Horton. So it's going to be Rylan Jones, Hunt, Hayden Jones, Dunn, Warren, and Westfall, Rose, Calhoun, and Rabone for the Yellow Jackets. And to say they trail 5-0 as they come to bat for the first time today. Head coach Cody McKnight sprinting over to third, and pitching coach and assistant coach Jace Powers over at first base this afternoon. Stepping in will be senior Rylan Jones. Left-handed pitching ace DeWeese. And pitches a strike on the corner as that dad came over between innings, and that's a heck of a name for a pitcher. And his ace, and he said they were named that at birth, so I guess he was destined to pitch. And he's left-handed. Here's the pitch, and half swing, and umpire says it's a strike. Now, right in the hole, 0-2. Had a sharp break on that one. Here's the pitch, and curve misses outside. Now 1-2. More fans still coming into the ballpark, getting off work, heading to the park. Here's the pitch. And line drive, right center field, base hit. Rylan Jones, nice piece of hitting there with 2 strikes, stayed with a pitch, kind of hit it off the handle, got it into right field for a hit, and that's how the Clinton first inning starts. This is a doubleheader. We'll only broadcast the first game, but you got time to come on down as we have a doubleheader and about, 20 minutes between games. So there'll be baseball here all night long. Zach Hunt, the hitter, the first baseman. Jones leads away, and Zach Hunt fouls it back. Steps back in. Jones checks on Jones at first. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now even 1-1. Jackets trying to chip away at that 5-0 PA lead. Here's the 1-1. Outside for a ball. Checks on Jones. Now goes to the plate. And inside for a ball. Now it's 3-1. Good eye by Zach Hunt. DeWeese to the plate. And foul sharply past third. off the front of the PA dugout. PA dugout over at third. The Yellow Jackets in that first base dugout. Zach Hunt checks for Coach McKnight at third. Now gets back in the box, and here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. And a curveball stayed high. Ball 4, and the first 2 are on. In the Clinton first inning. Jones at second. Hunt at first, and now Hayden Jones is the hitter. Jackets with quite an adventure this weekend. Friday they went to Benton. The tournament got way behind schedule. I think their second game of the night started about 11:15 at night. They got home about 3 in the morning. But they won both games. Ball in the dirt. Won both games and had to get back at it again the next night at Sylvan Hills. I think schedule started about 8:15, but it was beyond that, I believe. And they beat Pangburn in that game, beat Harrisburg and Glen Rose the night before. So a really productive spring break for the Yellow Jackets, going 3-0. Checks on the runners to the plate, and a swing and a miss. A good rip that time by Jones. Just came up empty. Count now 1-1. Jackets first and second, nobody out. Trying to chip away at that 5-0 PA lead. DeWeese checks on the runners. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, and Jones fouls it back. And now Hayden's in the hole, 1-2. Tried to catch PA Knapp in there. They were deep at first and third. Now the first baseman plays behind the runner at first. 1-2 pitch on the way is just missed on the outside. And count now 2-2. Good eye by Hayden at that time. That definitely was borderline. Hayden steps back in. DeWeese, the left-hander, now steps off. Now he's ready to go again. Steps back up on the rubber. Gets the sign he wants, and we're ready to go. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Second straight hitter. DeWeese has gone full on. Jackets have definitely made him use some pitches here in the first inning. Big pitch here in the first inning. It's the 3-2 payoff is on the way, and line drive, base hit left field. Jones is going to make the turn and score. It gets by the left fielder. Here comes Zach Hunt. They're going to wave him home. The throw from the shortstop to the plate. He is safe for the head-first slide. A 2-run single by Hayden Jones. A good piece of hitting there with 2 strikes. And great hustle by Zach Hunt Gonzalez, racing all the way from first to score on that hit into left center. And the Jackets have cut into the PA lead. It's now 5-2. 2 RBIs for Hayden Jones. Good hustler. Zach definitely was running hard all the way from first base. That brings in Wyatt Dunn, the cleanup hitter. PA cheating in at first and third, trying to take away the bunt. Here's the pitch, bunt, and he gets a perfect bunt down the third baseline. Ooh, and they're going to say it went foul. Great bunt. The third baseman came in, almost got it a little too soon. He almost caught it on the line, but the umpire quickly gave the foul sign. And don't come back to the plate. You get that man at second. You want to do exactly what Wyatt did there. Bunt it, make the third baseman have to field it. And then the runner comes in behind him. There's no way to get the runner out going from second to third. All right. Dunn back in the box. DeWeese checks on. Now they got him picked off. Hayden Jones heads for third, and they've got him in a rundown from third back to second, and they're going to call him safe, I believe. And I think maybe an interference, maybe. The shortstop definitely got in his path trying to get back to second. DeWeese held the ball a long time, then Hayden took off for third, and DeWeese then threw to second, and they had him in a rundown. Made the throw to third, and Hayden heading back to second, and it sure like the shortstop got in his path for an interference, and I think maybe that's what the umpire is telling the manager now for Khpq Academy, because it looked like the ball might have beat him back to second, and I think the umpire is trying to tell him that was interference, although the umpire needs to signal that immediately when it happens. You kind of throw out your left arm so the manager knows that's interference. I think he got the call right. He just didn't use the right mechanics. Anyway, Hayden Jones is safe at second. And it's no ball, one strike on Wyatt Dunn. Dunn steps back in. DeWeese on the mound. Hayden Jones, shortstop trying to work in behind him. Now they fake the throw to second. Nothing doing there. As a pitcher, you can fake the throw to second and third. You don't have to throw it. You do have to throw to first. All right, here we go. See what Dunn wants to do here. Shows bunt. Ooh, and it's high and inside. Now they throw it to second behind Jones. The ball gets away from the shortstop, and Hayden ends up at third. And some daring base running by the Yellow Jackets pays off, as the catcher tried to throw it behind Hayden at second, so he took off for third, and the shortstop couldn't make the play, and Jones ends up at third. He's there with nobody out, and the count is now 1-1, and I think the Yellow Jacket running and bunting game has really bothered Khpq Academy. Jackets got a leadoff hit from Rylan Jones, a walk to Zach Hunt, and then a two-strike, two-run single by Hayden Jones. That's cut the PA lead to 5-2. And a trip to the mound for Khpq Academy. That pitch to Dunn was high, so the count's now 1-1. And the Jackets sure want to get that run in from third. Nobody out. All right, the visit is over, and Dunn gets back in. DeWeese will pitch from the windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch, shows bunt, and he pops it up and out of play, and Dunn down the hole 1-2. Colton Warren on deck. PA tied at first and third. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And Dunn goes down swinging. That'll be the first out of the inning for Clinton. And that'll bring in Colton Warren. Tough matchup here. DeWeese is a left-handed pitcher. Warren a left-handed hitter. And here's the pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. Hopefully the family down in South Carolina is listening today. And here's the pitch. And just inside, almost hit him. Count now 1-1. PA deep, it's short and second, so a ground ball would score a run. And a swing and a miss on a big curveball. Gets away from the catcher, but Jones can't advance. Only rolled away a couple of feet. Now the count's 1-2. If he had a ground ball to second or short, Jones can probably score on contact. They're hit on the grass at third. First baseman's back. A ground ball there also might score a run, but Colton's got to get the ball in play. Here's the pitch, and he fouls a curveball down the left field line. Left fielder gives chase over there and makes the play, and he gets it back in quickly. And Jones can't tag up and score on that one. Good play by the left fielder to run that one down. Some Major Jackson out in the left field. And that'll bring in Luke Westfall. Now there's 2 outs and a runner at third. And Westfall takes a strike. Jackets need a 2-out hit here. And here's the pitch and a curveball for a strike. And now Westfall's in the hole 0-2. Keegan Rose on deck. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And Westfall goes down on 3 pitches. That'll end the inning for the Yellow Jackets. But the Yellow Jackets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. The big one was a 2-run single by Hayden Jones. We head to the second. It's now PA 5, Clinton 2. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town, with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
Hey, this second inning brought to you by Western Citizen of Clinton, Highway 65 South, a tradition in Clinton where all your on many occasions over the years that people have stopped and ate at Western Sizzlin', from ball games to birthdays to anniversaries. But Western Sizzlin' of Clinton, get your pregame meal, your postgame meal. Stop by, order off the menu, eat off the food bar. The best salad bar in town. There's no question there. And, if there's something you don't see on the menu, you can probably tell them what you want. And the great wait staff there, and they'll probably take care of you at Western Sizzlin' of Clinton. And a great sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics, and they've done a lot for Yellow Jacket sports over the years. I don't know how many pregame meals that they've fed Yellow Jacket athletes over the years, and we want to thank Western Sizzlin' for being a part of Clinton athletics. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for PA in the second. Edwards, Jackson, and Conine. Anybody gets on, DeWeese. Edwards struck out in the first inning. Luke Edwards, the third baseman. They got a delay, I think. I'm not sure what's doing something in the Clinton dugout over here. Oh, it's an equipment issue or what? I think it is. That kind of pops out of the dugout. Now he's ready to go, and I think we're ready to start the second inning. 81 degrees here at the ballpark. A little bit more overcast now, and Edwards shoots one to left field and right field, and that is long gone as Luke Edwards opens the second with a long home run over the right field fence. The second homer of the day for the PA Bruins. He got every bit of that one. That'll bring up Major Jackson. Jackson got the first home run of the game, a long home run to left field back in the first.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 4, Major Jackson.
Got to 81 degrees with a 12-mile-an-hour wind. With gusts up to 22 miles an hour. Jackson takes a ball. Here's the pitch, and a line drive center field base hit just past Calhoun into center, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence in right center, and it'll be a stand-up double for Jackson. Seventh hit of the game now for PA. And that'll bring in Max Conine. Conine tripled and scored in that 5-run PA first. And the pitch is foul to the plate. Good pitch by Horton that time. A curveball bearing in on the right-handed hitter. Barely got the handle on it. Conine steps back in. Rhett checks the runner at second. Now comes the play. Good play by Rose to block that one. Keep it in front of him. Count even now 1-1. Six to 2. We're in the second. PA in the lead. 5 in the first. Jackets came back with 2 in their half of the first. And here's the pitch. Nice pitch down and in. Blocked by Rose. Half swing, but he held up. And Jackson takes third on the ball in the dirt. Count now 2-1 on Conine. Horton trying to get the first out of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit left center field. That'll score a run. Rabone has trouble with it in left, and now the runner's going to end up at second with nobody out. RBI single for Conine. And the count's now 7-2. That guy. Over there. It's not me. It's not me. That guy. Oh, they mispronounced the hitter's name, but the parent thought it was me. Nope. And the pitch is fouled out of play. Yeah. Ace DeWeese is the hitter. Yeah. Left. He's the pitcher today, batting left-handed. Conine's at second. Nobody out. We're in the second. Getting kind of cloudy and overcast here now. Still blue skies back to the south. Horton turns and throws to second, but Conine gets back safely. Second's done a good job this year on picking off runners. That's one of the things that Coach McKnight has emphasized here in his first season as the skipper of the Yellow Jackets. Here's the pitch, and a curveball stayed with it, hits it through the hole into right field for a hit. Conine coming to the plate. Here's the throw by Dunn, but Conine's going to score. Pretty good pitch by Horton, as the DeWeese, the left-handed hitter, just got it off the end of the bat and just got it in the hole between first and second. And that score now, it's 8-2 PA. And that'll bring in Rome Foster. They're going to use a pinch runner at first, or a courtesy runner. That's Bailey Lowe over at first. Courtesy running for the pitcher. Foster singled and scored in the first. And here's the pitch. Goes for second. Throw down there and safe. Pitch was high for a ball. The runner stole second. That's DeWeese. As more little Yellow Jackets come up to watch the big boys play. Maybe a future Ken Griffey over there. He's got his hat around backwards. Horton's pitch is flied into left field. Rabone under it and has it for the out. And that's the first out of the inning here in the second. Runner stays at second, and that'll bring in Chase Kimball. Kimball pops up to Ryland Jones at shortstop back in the first. 8-2 PA. And here in the second. Horton checks the runner at second, comes to the plate, inside for a ball. Good play by Rose. Catch that, a tough hop, able to catch that one. Speaking of Angela Bradford, I see her, she's at the game. So, good to see Miss Angela out and about. Usually see her inside the hive at the arena. Pitch outside for a ball, now 2-0. Horton to the plate, and a half swing, strike called. Nice pitch there by Rhett. Count now 2-1. I want to thank Petty Jean Fiber, Farm Bureau, H&H Sports Bar and Grill, and First Arkansas Bank and Trust for bringing you the live stream pictures today, as they have all season long. Football, basketball, and now baseball and softball. Great sponsors. First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Petty Jean Fiber, H&H Sports Bar and Grill, and Farm Bureau. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's high for a ball. Kimball walks. Runners now at first and second, one out. And that's the first walk of the game given up by Horton. He also has a strikeout. Chase Powers hits the mound to talk with Horton. I want to mention Market 65. If you haven't stopped by there, you need to. It'd be a real treat. They got all types of booths on the inside with local and regional vendors selling their wares. You'll probably see something you need. See something you've never seen before. But stop by Market 65 in the old Walmart building in Clinton. They also have a great coffee shop located on the inside. And if you're hungry, if it's lunch or supper, you can stop by the food trucks on the outside, and you can eat out there. I think you can also eat inside Market 65. So that's a one-stop shopping at Market 65, Highway 65 South in the old Walmart building. And for the younger folks, they probably don't even know that's the old Walmart building. They only know the one Walmart that we have now. The hitter is Reed Williams. He's the catcher. He reached on an error in the first inning and was left stranded. It's 8-2 Pulaski Academy. We're in the second. Runners at first and second. And now we're ready to go. Horton pitching from the stretch. And to the plate. And pitches low for a ball. Junior high track today at Mountain Home. Senior high track is Thursday at Pottsville. It's been changed from BB to Pottsville. So, and pitches inside, and it hits the hitter. Just clipped the hitter. And that'll load the bases with one out. DeWeese moves to third. Kimball to second. And Williams at first. And that'll bring in the ninth place hitter, Mason Greathouse. Another courtesy runner at first. That's for the catcher. And that's Braden Davis. We saw him in the first inning. Jackets could use a double play ball. Ground ball, fair, past third, into the corner. That's going to score 2. And the runner from first, Davis, is heading over to third. And it's second and third with one out on a 2-run double by Greathouse. That ball was between Hayden Jones and the bag. Nothing he could do right down the line. And DeWeese and Kimball score. Davis ends up at third. And Greathouse at second. And that'll bring in the ninth hitter of the inning, William Swoboda. PA leads now 10-2. Swoboda has already batted twice today. And the pitch is a ball. He singled and scored in the first. And he also ended the first inning with a fly ball to right field, batted twice in that first inning. Here's the pitch and a ground ball fielded by Jones. Long throw across the diamond, and it's off target, but a good play by Zach Hunt to field that one just to keep it in play. Marlon Jones had to go deep in the hole just to make the catch. Unloaded as quickly as possible, but it was off line, up the right field line a little bit. Good play by Zach Hunt to come off the base and just field the ball. Williams scores, or check that, Davis as a courtesy runner scores. And Greathouse ends up at third, so it's first and third with one out. And the 10th hitter of the inning comes to the plate. And a swing and a miss on an off-speed curve. This is Luke Edwards. He started the inning with a long home run to right field. 1 for 2 on the day. Left-handed third baseman. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. I should say left-handed hitting third baseman. You don't see many left-handed fielding third basemen. Horton's pitch to the plate is a strike on the corner and delayed steal. As Swoboda takes second. And now it's second and third. One out, 1-2 count now on Edwards. Nice pitch that time by Horton. See if he can get him out right here. Pitching from the stretch to the plate. And curveball away. Now the count's even 2-2. First base is open. Major Jackson on deck. Here's the pitch. And ball 3 outside, now 3-2. Don't have to give in to him here. See if you can get him to chase something. First base is open. Here's the pitch. And foul back to the screen. Jackets could use a strikeout or a pop-up right here. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that's what the Jackets needed right there. As Edwards goes down swinging. That's the second out of the inning, and the runners have to stay put. And that'll bring in Major Jackson. He's homered and scored, doubled and scored. First base is still open. Second and third, 2 outs. 11-2, and a ground ball foul past the coach at third. Jackson way out in front of that one. Jackets deep and left and center. Probably start to hear the wind on our microphones now. It's pretty steady, the gusts. Here's a pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Horton could sure use a second strikeout in a row right here. Wind howling towards center field now. Here's the 0-2 and the dirt. Good play by Rose to block that one. Count 1-2. Good pitch there. Try to get him to chase. Jackson steps back in. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Ooh, just missed. Nice pitch that time by Horton. Count now 2-2. Checking the runners. And now to the plate. And inside. And the count runs full. Don't have to give in. Still got first base open. Second and third, 2 outs. Horton from the stretch to the plate. And fly ball left center, right center field. Horton, or check that, Warren going back. And did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Right in front of the fence and right center field. A nice running catch by Colton Warren. Used that great speed that he has. Tracked it down like a defensive back and made the catch. In the PA second inning, they come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs in the second on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And as we head to the bottom of the second, it's now Pulaski Academy 11, Clinton 2. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
At Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton, it's all about the personal relationship.
Absolutely. We want you to see familiar faces, smiling faces, and people that are there to help. You know, it's always an inconvenience to bring your car in for service. It just is what it is. And so we know that we have to be a step above the competition, and we want to make that experience that's normally an inconvenience and have it be a happy experience for you.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
And we head to the bottom of the second. This inning brought to you by Hensley DDS, located on Highway 65 South, across from Walmart, right next to Sonic. For all your dental needs, give them a call at Hensley DDS. Dr. Kyle Hensley and the staff over there, and a lot of former Yellow Jackets working over there. And they're great supporters of Yellow Jacket sports, and we want to thank them as they're one of our game day sponsors at Kyle Hensley Dental. Jackets trading 11-2 as we come to bat in the second. They'll have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. It'll be Keegan Rose, Noah Calhoun, Carson Rabone, and anybody gets on, Rylan Jones. DeWeese on the hill for his second inning of work. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is just off the corner, now 1-1. And a pitch in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Jackets got 2 runs on 2 hits in that first inning. Left a man at third. Kind of bothered PA in that first inning with their running game and bunting. And the pitch from the lefty is a swing and a miss as Rose took a big rip at that one. Here's the 1-2. And a half swing. Did he go? And the umpire checks it first. They say no, and it counts now 2-2 as they ran that curveball in on the right-handed hitter. And the pitch is a ball. I think that's 3-2. No, the umpire says it's ball 4. Leadoff walk. Second inning in a row. The Yellow Jackets have put the leadoff man on as Rose walks. And the Jackets will courtesy run at first with Briar Cullum. We know from football, Briar can really run, and I think he, talking to head track coach Jesse Wilson, I think he's also coming over and doing both sports right now, both baseball and track. Takes his lead. Calhoun, the hitter. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. Jackets trying to chip away at the lead once again. Got 2 in the first, looking for more here. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss on a fastball running away from the right-handed hitter, and now Noah's in the hole 0-2. Short lead by Cullum at first. Here's the pitch to the plate, and strike called. And Noah goes down. 3rd strikeout of the game for DeWeese. That brings in the 9th place hitter, Carson Rebowen. He's playing out in left field today. Carson with good speed. Good speed at first, good speed at the plate. Shows bunt, takes a ball outside. Jackets do a lot of work on bunting in practice. Saw them yesterday going through their bunting drills. Coach McKnight's practices are, there's no downtime. There's something going on all the time, all over the fields. Very organized. Here's the pitch, and foul back. Count even 1-1. Coach McKnight inherited a solid program from Coach Prince for all the years that Coach Prince had it. He made a solid baseball program and a lot of wins over those years. Pitch is high for a ball, now 2-1. Of course, the Jacket baseball team will be dropping to Class 3A next season. See a lot of new teams, a lot of new faces. Here's the pitch, and pitch is a strike at the knees, now 2-2. Bone trying to move Cullum around. He's over at first. Here's the pitch, and outside. Pitcher tried to frame it, tried to pull it back into the strike zone. Count now 3-2. And get back to the top of the order here for Bone can get on. Would be big. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and foul to the plate. And we'll do it again. Ryland Jones on deck. Ryland singled and scored back in the first. We've played 1 hour. We're in the 2nd inning. DeWeese to the plate, and foul outside of first. Coach Powers had to move out of the way of that one. Count stays 3-2. Here's the pitch. And half swing, base hit, right field. Could be a play at first. Nope. The right fielder gets it back in the middle of the infield. He might have had a play at first. That was a one-hopper to the right fielder. Good hitting by Ray Bone. There is a half swing, base hit, right field. Keeps the inning alive. And that gets us back to the top of the order, and Ryland Jones. As we said, Ryland 1 for 1 on the day. Jackets now with 3 hits. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both runners move up. Second and third, only 1 out. Zach Hunt on deck. 11-2 PA, but the Yellow Jackets, no quit in the Jackets. They keep fighting back here. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Outfield pretty shallow for Ryland Jones. DeWeese with a new baseball, and here we go. And a pitch outside, ball 2. As John Rooney of the St. Louis Cardinal announcer always says, keep the line moving, boys. DeWeese steps off. Now gets back out on top. Looks like he's going to pitch from the windup here with the runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. And a fastball running away again, now 3-0. Jones can be picky here. Way ahead in the count. DeWeese not worried about the runners now. He is just focusing on the mitt. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the outside corner. Now 3-1. Jones taking all the way there. That's good baseball. And he steps back in looking for the pitch that he wants. DeWeese winds and fires. And a curveball high, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with only one out.
Now batting for the Yellow Jackets, number 3, Zach Hunt. Gonzalez.
Zach Hunt walked and scored back in the first, and now the PA manager will make his second trip to the mound today, once in the first, now once here in the second. And he is talking directly to the pitcher. McKnight and Hunt meet down the third base line. Let's see what they want to do here. Jackets trail 11-2, but they got the bases loaded, only one out. We're in the second. No quit in these Yellow Jackets. We saw that at Joe T. Robinson, another one of those super teams that have given us trouble over the years, and went to Robinson before spring break and battled them to a 9-8 game. Didn't come up with a win, but definitely put a scare into them. All right, we're ready to go. Manager back to the dugout. DeWeese back on the mound, and Zach Hunt steps in. Bases loaded, one out. Good speed on the bases. Here's the pitch, and ball low. Cullum at third. Rabone at second, and Jones at first. There's a lot of speed on the bases. See if Hunt wants to make him throw a strike. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and a curveball down and in. DeWeese does have 3 walks in 2 innings of pitching. He's also struck out 3. Hunt trying to put it in play. Here's the pitch. And a curveball for a strike. That might have been his best curve of the day. Now it's 0-2, and Hunt's got to guard the plate. Just put it in play and see what happens. DeWeese winds and fires. And good job by Zach Hunt as he fouls that one off and stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. And foul again at the plate. Well, it stays fair. It spins fair. And nobody covers first. And everybody's safe. Well, when he first hit that one, I thought that was off his foot. But it rolled down the first baseline with some backspin on it. And the first baseman and the pitcher both came to the ball. The pitcher picked it up, but then there was nobody to cover first. And as we said, just put the ball in play, and something good's going to happen. And the Jackets score. Now it's 11-3 on a 45-foot base hit by Zach Hunt. Cullum scores. Rabone over at third. And Rylan Jones at second. And Hayden Jones, the hitter. And Hayden takes one inside. Hayden 1 for 1 today. Had a 2-run single back in the first. An RBI for Zach Hunt. Just by avoiding the strikeout, something good happens. Here comes the 1-0 to Jones, and a ground ball toward the left field, and it's into left field for a hit. Rabone scores. Jones scores on a 2-run single by Hayden Jones through the hole into left field. And Clinton scores 2 more. Now it's 11-5. Hayden Jones now with 4 of Clinton's 5 runs batted in today. 2 hits. Or check that, 3 hits and 2 walks the inning for Clinton. Wyatt Dunn, the hitter, second and third. Or check that, first and second, 1 out. Shows bunt, takes it high for a ball. Wyatt struck out back in the first. Clinton now with 5 hits. And now the catcher, Williams, goes out and has a talk with the pitcher. And now he makes his trip back behind the plate. Dunn trying to keep the inning going. Here's the pitch. Now they're going to play behind second, try to pick him off, and he is out at second as that cunt is picked off. And it's one of those plays where the shortstop runs in behind him and then runs in front of the runner back to his position. So as a runner, you think the play's over, so you start getting your lead again. And when you do that, then the second baseman runs in behind you. And that's what happened right there. And Zach Hunt is picked off at second for the second out. And that goes 1-4 on the putout. Swing and a miss by Dunn. Count even now 1-1. But it's a timing play. The shortstop runs in behind the guy at second. Now a snap throw to first, but Hayden Jones gets back easily. So the shortstop runs in behind you and then circles back to his position. So you think the play is over. You start to get your lead, then the second baseman comes in behind you. Dunn trying to keep the inning going. Here's just another throw to first. Jones back in standing. $11-5. Clinton with 3 runs here in the second. Here's the pitch to the plate. Dunn takes a ball, now 2-1. Two in the first, 3 in the second for Clinton. 5 in the first, 6 in the second for PA. Pitch to the plate. And a ground ball through the hole into right field. Another hit as Dunn gets a hit. And Hayden Jones stops at second. And that'll bring in Colton Warren.
Now batting for the Yellow Jackets, number 11, Colton Warren.
Warren fouled out to the left fielder his first time up. He's the 8th hitter of the inning for Clinton. A chance to knock in a run here. Tough matchup, though. Left-handed pitcher against a left-handed hitter. DeWeese from the stretch to the plate, and a strike on a fastball on the inside corner. And now DeWeese looking at the shortstop. Now he's ready to pitch again. Stepped off the back of the mound. Took a look at the shortstop. Pitching now from the stretch with a runner at second and first. Here's the pitch. And a curveball. Ooh, it froze Colton that time for a strike. Now it's 0-2, and that curveball started out right at him and then broke over the plate. I'm not sure if you can see that on television, but that was one of those that just freezes you. Now Warren's got to guard the plate, 0-2. Checks the runner at second. Now to the plate. And a curveball again. This one catches the inside corner. And Warren goes down. But the Yellow Jackets do pick up a couple of runs on 4 hits. They also 2 walks in the inning. They leave 2. And as we head to the third inning, It's now Pulaski Academy 11, Clinton 5. Listen to the Yellow Jackets on the home of the Yellow Jackets, KGFL and KHPQ.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
Well, it's taken us an hour and 13 minutes to play 2 innings. Slow going so far, but there's a combined 16 runs on the scoreboard and a combined 19 hits in this one so far. So it's been slow going, but it's 11-5 PA as we head to the third. This third inning brought to you by Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. Philip Jones, second-generation realtor. And anything you need, I know he has also has offices at Fairfield Bay. So anything that you need to buy or sell, home, property, whatever it is in this area, nobody knows it better than Philip Jones. Give him a call, stop by the office, and if you're looking for something, tell him what you want. He can probably find it for you, the acreage, the rooms, the square footage, whatever it is. And if you're looking to sell, he probably has all those contacts that you need. And so always a great supporter of Yellow Jacket Athletics, president of the Booster Club, Philip Jones, and a former Yellow Jacket. So thank him for his support of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. As we start the third inning, and my scorebook is a mess because PA has sent, they've batted around in each of the first 2 innings. In fact, they sent 10 men to the plate in the first inning and 11 men in that second inning, but it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for PA as Max Conine leads it off. Conine's the count now even 2-2. Conine tripled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second. It'll be Conine, DeWeese, Foster. Anybody gets on, Kimball. Red Horton on the mound for his third inning of work and just missed the outside corner. Count now 3-2. Trying to get the leadoff man out here in the third. Horton to the plate and foul, or down the right field line. Dunn's going to give it a chase, but it goes out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Ballpark starting to fill up. I see warming up down to my right in the Little League field. And here's the 3-2 pitch. High ball 4. And for the third inning in a row, the leadoff hitter is on for PA. That brings in Ace DeWeese. He's 2 for 2 today. 2 singles, scored twice, knocked in a run. Jace Powers heading to the mound for the Yellow Jets. DeWeese, the left-handed hitter. Jackets with the original lineup still on the field. It's Hayden Jones at third, Rylan Jones at short, Noah Calhoun at second, Zach Hunt over at first, Keegan Rose behind the plate, Carson Raybone in left field, Colton Warren in center, and Wyatt Dunn out in right field. Our next broadcast, by the way, will be tomorrow afternoon. It's not on your schedule, but it's a makeup game with Heber Springs and softball tomorrow. So if you got a chance, come to the field. We play at 4:30 as we take on the old rival, the Heber Springs Lady Panthers, at 4:30 tomorrow here in Clinton at the ballpark. DeWeese takes a ball outside. Lady Jackets 1-0 in conference play. That'll be a conference game tomorrow against Heber Springs. Heber won the conference last year. Yellow Jackets were second. Heber beat Clinton 3 times last year, all 3 close games. In fact, one of them went extra innings. Jackets looking for a little payback tomorrow. DeWeese fouled it back. The count's even 1-1. Throw to first. And Conine gets back. We're in the third. Clinton trails 11-5. Boji Hester's on assignment in Northwest Arkansas. He's on grandchildren assignment. I think they had a track meet up there in Northwest Arkansas today. And a strike called. Now it's 1-2. Horton steps back on. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter, and line drive, one hop into right field. That's a base hit. And Conine will stop at second. First 2 on here in the third for PA. That'll bring in Rome Foster. Foster singled and scored in the first. Flew out to left field in the second. Jackets going to make a pitching change. Let's take a break. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors.
A broadcast service of King & Company Radio Incorporated. We're 94.7, 234 BV, and 97.3 KGFL, 1110 AM. Clinton.
Jackets make a pitching change here in the third as sophomore Hudson Human comes on to pitch in relief of Red Horton. Red gave up 11 runs on 13 hits while he was in there. Walked a couple, hit a batter. And also had 2 strikeouts on the day. So Hudson Human comes on. Hudson was honorable mention all-conference this year in basketball. Had a fine year as a sophomore on the basketball floor. Looking for big things next season out of Hudson, both on the basketball court and the baseball field. And we mentioned those award winners yesterday, but Yellow Jackets had 2 All-Staters, and Gus Stewart and Hester Hensley were All-Staters, and Olivia Johnson and Lexi Wallace were honorable mention All-State. And those 2, along with Riley Van, were All-Conference. And on the boys' side, Stewart, Hensley, and Sam Standridge were All-Conference, and Hudson Human was honorable mention All-Conference. Sam Standridge and Kaylin Lastly made the All-Defensive team for a Conference 5 of Class 4A, the All-Defensive team. And we found out yesterday that the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette named Gus Stewart one of the 5 top underclassmen in the state of Arkansas, and that was all classifications, just 5 players around the state, regardless of classification, that they considered the top underclassmen in the state, freshmen and sophomores. And so it's a big honor there for Gus Stewart. And Yellow Jacket basketball, long fly ball, left field, foul, and out of play. And that was home run distance, but foul. Rome Foster, the hitter, 1 for 2 on the day. Single and scored back in the first. Here's the pitch from Hudson Human, the right-hander, and he pops it up. Will it stay in fair territory? Zach Hunt, and now he gives way to the second baseman, and a nice place by Calhoun. In fact, that was a much easier play as Calhoun was coming across the diamond. Zach Hunt was having to back up and then look up into the sun. So nice job by Calhoun there. First out of the inning for PA. And that'll bring in Chase Kimball. Kimball 0 for 1 today. Kimball takes one inside. Kimball popped out to the shortstop in the first and walked and scored at the second. That walk doesn't count as an official at bat. Human checks the runner at second. That's Conine. Now he spins and throws it into center field. And Conine will head to third. The runner at first stays put. It's first and third with 1 out. I'm kind of sailed on him. He spun and kind of threw it while he was still turning it and went right of second base into center field. Kind of got to get that body turned all the way around. Step directly toward the base. See if the runner at first wants to take second. Nope, stays put. Now the ball goes back to the screen. Conine trying to score. Hudson covers the plate, but he's safe. As Conine scores, and the runner at first ends up at second. That's DeWeese at second. I think that's actually a courtesy runner for DeWeese at second. Kimball's the hitter. And pitches a ball. Jackets go from the left-handed Horton to the right-handed Hudson Human. Checks the runner to the plate. And ball in the dirt. Blocked by Rose. It's ball 4. And runners at first and second, 1 out.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 9, Reed Williams.
Reed Williams, the hitter. Reed 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error and was hit by a pitch and scored in the second. We're in the third. It's 12-5, Pulaski Academy. Wind still gusting, and the gusts are up to, I know earlier we looked at the weather radar, it's up to 22 degrees gusting. Shows bunt, takes a ball. Ball gets away from the catcher. Now both runners move up at second and third with 1 out. Williams steps back in. And the pitch is grounded into the hole into left field. 2 runs are going to score as Conine scores. And Chase Kimball scores all the way from second. That's about a 6-hopper, but you can see it from here. Is going to go between short and third. And definitely PA has hit the holes today.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 7, Mason Greathouse.
2 RBIs for Williams. And now it's 14-5 PA. 3 runs here in the third. 5 in the first, six in the second, 3 now in the third, and they're still hitting. Brings in the 9th place hitter, Mason Greathouse. He's 2 for 2 today, singled and doubled today. Also knocked in a couple of runs. The 4th hitter for Hudson Human today. Pitches a ball. Count even now 1-1. Yeah, broadcast tomorrow, 4:30, Clinton and Heber, and Thursday we'll be on the road with the Yellow Jackets as we'll have baseball from Atkins, weather permitting, Thursday at 4:30. Batter steps out. Now he gets back in. Human working quickly now. Here's the pitch, and pop fly center field. Warren coming in and over to his left and makes the catch in right center field. And there's 2 outs here in the PA 3rd inning.
Now batting number 8, William Bottom.
Runner stayed at first. Good pitch there by Hudson Human. He got that in on the hitter's hands on the handle. And he flew out to Warren in center field. That'll bring in the leadoff hitter, William Swoboda. He's already batted 3 times today, 2 singles to go along with a fly ball caught by Wyatt Dunn out in right field. Human trying to end the inning right here. Shows bunt and gets away from the catcher, back to the screen. And the runner goes to second with 2 outs. That's Braden Davis running at second for the catcher. Human checks the runner at second. And to the plate is a ball. Pitch to the plate, and ball 3 back to the screen, and the runner goes to third, and he's over there with 2 outs. So what Swoboda wants to do on 3-0. See if he's swinging away. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike. Taken all the way. See if Human can battle back here. It was 3-0. Now it's 3-1. Here's the pitch. And just low, ball 4. That's first and third now with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 10, Luke Edwards.
It's only 3 walks given up today by Clinton pitching. That'll bring in Luke Edwards, the 8th hitter of the inning. Edwards has struck out twice and hit a long home run to right field back in the second. This time he'll face a right-hander for the first time today. Here's the pitch, and low it in the dirt. The runner stays at third. Major Jackson, the 9th hitter of the inning, is on deck. Human would like to end the inning right here. Checks the runner at third. And there goes the runner at first, and they'll give him second base. Pitch is high for a ball, now 2-0. Swoboda takes second on, that's referred to as catcher's indifference. Human from the stretch. to the plate. Ball 3 in the dirt. Now 3-0. Here's the pitch to the plate, and ball 4 outside, back-to-back walks. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And for the 3rd inning in a row, PA bats around. This will be the 9th hitter of the inning for the Bruins. Rose will make a trip to the mound. The hitter will be Major Jackson. He's homered in the first, doubled and scored in the second. And he ended the second inning with a long fly ball to right center field that Colton Warren ran down, made a really nice play. Meeting on the mound is over, and now we're ready. Human to the plate, ball low. And you don't want to get behind on Jackson very often because he is definitely a hitter. And he takes a strike there. Count even now 1-1. Base is loaded, nowhere to put him. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as he goes for one over his head. Now the count's 1-2, and Jackets are a strike away from getting out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2 from the sophomore Hudson Human. And a curveball, swing and a miss. Took a little bit off of that one. And he strikes out Jackson here to end the 3rd inning. But Pulaski Academy comes up with 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. They leave 3. And as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, it's now Pulaski Academy 14, Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Life is better with football. And with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
Yeah, we hit to the bottom of the 3rd, brought to you by Tester Law Firm, located here in Clinton. We're sure glad to have the Tester Law Firm with us this year as a game day sponsor, located on just off Highway 65 in the strip mall right next to O'Reilly Auto Parts, and just next door to the Dr. Matthews and the fitness center there. And so, stop by for all your legal needs. I'm sure they can handle everything. I'm sure from wills to you name it. But Kent Tester and the Tester Law Firm, a long fixture in Clinton and Van Buren County, and he had some sons that could really play some baseball. And so we're grateful to have the Tester Law Firm with us as sponsors for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And the Jackets will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up in the inning here in the 3rd. Luke Westfall Keegan Rose, Noah Calhoun. Anybody gets on, Carson Rabone. The Jackets have 5 runs on 6 hits. They trail 14-5 here as they come to bat in the third. And the count even now 1-1. DeWeese on the mound for his third inning of work for the PA Bruins. Here's the pitch. And ball in the dirt, and it ricochets off the catcher and off the screen. Now 2-1. DeWeese with 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. Here's the pitch. And got just a piece of that one. Stayed alive, fouled it back. He's also walked 3. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball in the inside corner. Strikeout number 5 for Ace. And that'll bring in Keegan Rose. Keegan walked, came around to score in that second inning. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Fastball poured it right in there. This is the first of 2 this afternoon, so if you're getting off work, still got time to come on down to the ballpark. The weather's great. And if you're got a summer league game tonight, come a little bit early. Bring the kids, let them see what the big boys look like. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and just off the handle to stay alive, fouled it back. Yellow Jacket track, junior highs at Mountain Home tonight. And don't forget, Yellow Jacket senior high track at Pottsville on Thursday. And here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss on a curveball. Back-to-back strikeouts for DeWeese, 6 on the afternoon. Yeah, your schedule, if you got a track schedule, it may say BB Thursday, but it's at Pottsville. And probably a little bit shorter trip over to Pottsville than going to BB. So here's the pitch to Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 on the day, struck out back in the second. DeWeese trying to retire the Jackets without a run for the first time today. And he throws a strike. Now counts 1-1. Head basketball coach Judson Smith and family with us. Here's the pitch. Ooh, strike called in the inside corner. Now 1-2. Got Leighton with him and little Benny. We call her Benny Buckets. Future Yellow Jacket basketball player over there. And outside for a ball. And Jace Powers, new bride over there. And Tim Smith is with us, superintendent of schools. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball to second, fielded by Jackson over to first for the out. And that'll set the Yellow Jackets in order for the first time today. We head to the fourth. It's PA 14, Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And we head to the fourth inning in this one. This fourth inning brought to you by Beavers DDS, located in downtown Clinton, a block off the Court Square on Main Street. Dr. Jamie Beavers and staff there do a great job And we are so thankful to have them as Yellow Jacket game day supporters. Jamie, of course, former Yellow Jacket. I think his dad was also, and also his sons. So 3 generations of Yellow Jackets there at Beavers DDS. I think sometimes Mom watches the games. Hope she is watching today. And we're glad to have Dr. Jamie Beavers and the staff over there at Beavers DDS as Yellow Jacket supporters. They are always with us, whatever we need, and always supporting the Yellow Jackets. For all your dental needs, give them a call over at Beavers DDS. Ground ball by Conine to third, fielded by Hayden Jones. Long throw to first, and dug out of the dirt by Zach Hunt for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out in the PA fourth inning. First time they've retired Conine this afternoon. He had a triple, a single, a walk, and had scored 3 times. That'll bring in the pitcher, Ace DeWeese. 3 for 3 today. 3 singles, scored 3 times. Also knocked in a run. Takes a pitch low for a ball. As they say, the pitcher sometimes can help themselves with the bat, and DeWeese has definitely done that today. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball now, 2-0. I look over my shoulder, and the little Yellow Jackets are running the bases. That'll be an inside the park home run over there. Now they're going to stop him at third. And here's the pitch. And a strike called. As they say, the Yellow Jackets of tomorrow are playing today right next door. Here's the pitch. And there's a ball outside, 3-1 now in DeWeese. One out in the PA fourth. Here's the 3-1 in the dirt, and DeWeese is on for the 4th time today. That'll bring in Rome Foster. Rome's 1 for 3 today. Singled and scored in the first. Flew out to left and popped out to the second baseman. Bailey Lowe will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher, DeWeese. These courtesy runners have got a lot of action today. The pitcher's been on 4 times, and the catcher's been on 3 times. The courtesy runners cannot fall asleep on the bench. Foster fouls one off his foot. He's going to walk it off. You ever played before? You foul one off your foot and foul one off your shin. I remember fouling one off my shin one time. Really painful. There goes the runner for second. Swing and a miss. No throw to second, and he's there with 1 out. Low steal second. PA with 14 runs on 14 hits. Lowe getting a big lead at second. Doesn't go anywhere. And now a ball, 1 hop to shortstop. Rylan Jones has it over to first. And for the second time in the inning, Zach Hunt digs one out of the dirt, and that is not easy. Nice play by Zach Hunt over at first, and there's 2 outs in the PA 4th inning. The runner Lowe moves over to third, but he's there with 2 outs. Chase Kimball, the hitter. And now PA in danger of not scoring for the first time today. Kimball's 0 for 1, but he has walked twice. And he takes a strike there on a nice curve by Hudson Human. Human is second inning of work in relief of Red Horton. Kimball's walked and scored in the second. Walked and scored in the third. Here's the pitch, and he pops it up. And it's coming back behind the plate, and Rose is there to make the play. And for the first time today, the Jackets sit down PA without a run in the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Pulaski Academy 14, Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the home of the Jackets, KHPQ and KGFL.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service. Petit Jean Electric Cooperative has been committed to a brighter future for its members for more than 80 years. That's why we are hard at work, creating a future-focused fiber broadband network that will connect rural Arkansas to the world. Petit Jean Fiber will offer the fastest speeds and most reliable connection in the Ozarks. The future is fiber, powered by Petit Jean Electric. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
Talking about the great things going on at Clinton High School, all the great things that kids are accomplishing on the athletic field and off the field. If you want to be a part of the Clinton School District, we're committed to serving every student, whether your path leads to college or the workforce. Clinton High School will prepare you for the next chapter of your life. Come by, explore our career-focused programs in welding, nursing, and aviation. That is something else that very few schools can offer, that program in aviation. Or take concurrent college courses. You want to get ahead in college, take those college courses. We also have AP classes to get you a head start on your higher education. And whatever your interests are, we can accommodate you here at Clinton High School. Interested in learning more? Contact us today at Clinton High School. Just call the office, the big office, the administration office, or call the high school or elementary offices, and we'll take care of you. Remember, the school choice deadline is June the 1st. School choice deadline is June the 1st. Come be a part of Yellow Jacket Nation. The Jackets batting here in the fourth. And it'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for Clinton. And Rabone hits one hard, but right at the second baseman. And that's how the Clinton fourth inning starts. And that gets us back to the top of the order and Rylan Jones. But don't forget that school choice, that date is June 1st. Call the offices. They'll give you a tour. Call Miss Hutchins, and she'll set you up with a tour, and you can meet who you would want to meet, who your students' teachers would be, what programs you're interested in. We can walk you all through that and get the paperwork started. But remember, school choice deadline is June the 1st. Come be a Yellow Jacket. Jones to the plate. He's been on twice today. Singled and scored in the first, walked in the second. And he's up here in the fourth. Here's the pitch and a line drive right at the left fielder, but he plays it on a hop and it gets by him. Jones is going to hit for second, and he's going to be there with one out. He hit that one right on the nose. I thought he was going to carry out to the left fielder, but the left fielder got too close to it, bounced in front of him, and then couldn't make the play. And Jones ends up at second. Sixth hit of the game for the Yellow Jackets. DeWeese still on the hill for PA, the starter. That'll bring in Zach Hunt. Zach 1 for 1 today. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, now pulls the bat back and fouls it. Zach walked and scored the first when the Yellow Jackets got 2 runs. And then he singled, knocked in a run in the second inning as he hit one right down the first base line with a man at third. And with 2 strikes on him, so it was a good piece of hitting last time up by Zach Hunt. Trying to drive in Rylan Jones here in the fourth. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. Now 1-1. Hayden Jones on deck. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. That curveball down and in. Good pitch by DeWeese. Now it's 1-2. Six strikeouts on the day by DeWeese. Jones with a good lead at second. And DeWeese from the stretch to the plate. And a curveball. Good job by Hunt to foul that one back. I want to thank Petty Jean Fiber once again, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, H&H Sports Bar and Grill. A lot of expansion going on down at H&H. A lot of work on the annex out behind the restaurant, and it should be a great summer there with the new building and the large expanded patio in the back. And a swing and a miss as Zach Hunt goes from one up and out of the strike zone. And, of course, Farm Bureau, Van Buren County, helping us to bring live stream pictures to you all year long, from football to basketball, now to baseball and softball. 2 outs now in the Clinton fourth. Brings in Hayden Jones. Hayden 2 for 2 today, singled, knocked in 2 runs in the first, singled, knocked in 2 more in the second. He's responsible for 4 of Clinton's 5 runs. Chance to knock in another run here. Here's the pitch, and it's high for a ball. Boji Hester not with us today. As I said, if you just tuned in, he's up in Northwest Arkansas watching the grandkids in a track meet. Here's the pitch, and a strike on a fastball at the knees. And boy, Hayden wish he had that one back. You could tell by the look on his face. Can't know you in 1-1. Sky kind of clearing up again. It was sunny when we started, got overcast. Now the sky's clear again. Lights on here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch, and a strike on the corner at the knees. That was borderline. Now it's 1-2. Hayden's got to guard the plate. Runner at second, 2 outs. "19 runs scored the first couple of innings. Nothing for either team the last 2 innings. And back to the screen, and Jones heads for third. That's Ryland. He's over there with 2 outs. Count out even at 2-2. Through the first 2.5 innings, 19 runs scored. Bottom of the third, top of the fourth, no runs scored. DeWeese to the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Tapper foul. We'll do it again. White Dunn on deck. Nice crowd here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Good play by the catcher, Williams. Kind of a slow arriving crowd, but now it's really filled in nicely. People getting off work and getting to the ballpark. We'll be here tomorrow, 4:30, as Heber comes to town to take on the Lady Yellow Jackets. 3-2 count now on Hayden Jones. Ryland Jones comes down the line at third. Here's the pitch, and fouled again. As DeWeese and Jones are in a battle. We'll do it again. Here comes the pitch from DeWeese. And outside ball 4. Good piece of hitting by Hayden Jones as he draws a walk. And the Jackets have runners at first and third with 2 outs, and Wyatt Dunn's the hitter. Wyatt 1 for 2 on the day. That was a base hit back in the second. See if the Jackets want to play it safe here, trailing by 9. Runners at first and third, but we'll see. DeWeese to the plate. And a swing and a miss as Dunn took a healthy cut at that one. Came up empty. lot of hitting room out in right center field. Hayden Jones, a big lead at first. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. White was late. Now a delayed steal as Hayden takes second. And he's there with 2 outs. And a base hit could score 2. Hayden tried to draw a throw to second. And then maybe Ryland Jones come down the line, but PA wouldn't throw it. Now White's got to guard the plate. Here comes the 0-2. And a strike call in the outside corner. And that'll end the inning as DeWeese gets 2 strikeouts inning. The Yellow Jackets get a hit and a walk, but leave 2. And we head to the 5th inning. And it's PA 14, Clinton 5. You listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the trip, 94.7.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians. Right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Well, usually I'll say, hey, we're quickly into the 5th inning, but not today. We are in the 5th inning, but it's taken us 2 hours to get to the 5th inning. But as I said, there have been 19 total runs scored, 22 hits in the ball game. PA has left 8 runners on base. The Yellow Jackets have left 5, so it's been kind of slow going, but not over yet. Jackets trail 14-5 against one of the top teams in the state, Pulaski Academy. PA came in today with a record of 11 wins, 1 loss, but the Jackets came in 9-4 and showing lots of improvement. Hudson Human in the game starting. He came in relief in the 3rd inning, pitched the 4th, and now starting the 5th inning for the Yellow Jackets. And it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for PA. And ground ball foul. It'll be Reed Williams, Mason Greathouse, Williams Swoboda. Anybody gets on Luke Edwards here in the PA 5th inning. Williams been on base 3 times today, reached on an error, was hit by a pitch and scored, and singled and knocked in 2 runs. And he fouls out from back, and he's in the hole now 0-2. You know, it's been a long game when you have to go, you start in sunglasses and you finish in regular glasses. Human ahead in the count, 0-2. And here's the pitch. And a curveball, nice one on the outside corner. And he carves up Williams on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 out here in the 5th inning. That means brings in Mason Greathouse. Greathouse 2 for 3 today. Singled in the 1st, doubled in the 2nd. Knocked in 2 runs. Here's the pitch. And a strike called. Hudson gets ahead in the count. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss as he got that one inside on him. Now it's 0-2. Hudson looking for his 2nd strikeout of the game. Let's see what's due here on 0-2. Here's the pitch. And low in the dirt. Now 1-2. I've also got everything running on power now. Some of this equipment you can run on a battery, but after a couple of hours, the battery starts getting low. So everything we have is plugged in now. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Human. And there's quickly 2 outs in the PA fifth inning. And the Jackets have a chance to get PA off the field without scoring for the second inning in a row. Back to the top of the order, and William Swoboda. And he takes one inside for a ball. Singled and scored in the first. Singled, was stranded in the second. He also walked in the third and was stranded. And he flies one right field. Dunn, with the sun in his eyes, has to play it on a hop. And it'll be a 2-out hit for PA. Tough ball there. As here in the baseball field, the second baseman and the right fielder have the sun is right in their eyes. They look up as it's sitting in the west. On the softball field, it's the third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder are looking right into the sun. Swoboda now 3 for 4 on the day, including a walk. And a throw to first. He gets backhand first. Luke Edwards, the hitter, he had that long home run to right field in the second. He struck out twice and he's walked. Human trying to set the Bruins down. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. Throw to second. He is safe. The ball hits him, but Roland Jones backing it up. And Swoboda has to stay put at second with 2 outs. Jackets trying to keep that run from scoring at second. 2 outs here in the fifth. The pitch, and he fouls it back. Count now even 1-1. Major Jackson on deck. Major had a home run 2 hours ago in the first inning. Hudson checks the runner at second. Jones trying to get him behind him. Now the pitch is low for a ball. Count now 2-1. Shadows now starting to creep across the field, covering home plate, but this pitcher's mound still in sunshine, which is usually advantage pitcher. Here's the pitch, and back to the screen. Runner goes to third. He's over there with 2 outs. And now they're going to say the ball hit the hitter. Now the runner's got to go back to second.
Now batting number 4, Major Jackson.
Must have got him on the foot because it really changed directions, went back to the screen. So now it's first and second with 2 outs. And Major Jackson's the hitter. 2 for 4 on the day, a home run and a double to start the ball game, and he's flown out to center and struck out his last 2 at-bats. Here's the pitch, and he fouls one. Took it to cut a pitch way inside. Nothing you can do with that one but foul it. Third base in shade, home plate in shade. Pitcher's mound still in the sunshine. Here's the pitch, back to the screen, and both runners move up. Second and third with 2 outs. First base open. Max Conine on deck. You can see Wyatt Dunn having to hold his hand to shade his eyes out in right field. Here's the pitch. Ball 3 outside. Or check that ball 2. 2-1. Runners getting a big lead with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. A little off-speed pitch. Now it's 2-2. Hudson with a chance to strike out the side. Infield deep with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. And a good play by Rose to backhand that one. Keep the runner at third. Now the count runs full, 3-2. And as I said, first base is open. You don't have to lay it in there. Human from the stretch. Taking a lot of time. Now he comes to the plate. And high half swing. And he held up, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Now batting number 5, Max Conan.
Second walk for Human. Conan, the hitter, tripled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, walked and scored in the third, and popped up to Zach Hunt over at first his last time up. Conan, 6'4", 200 pounds. Here's the pitch. And just missed. Ball 1. Wind still blowing out to left field. We've seen 2 home runs so far today, 1 to left, 1 to right. Here's the pitch. And foul back to the screen. Count even now 1-1. Base is full of Bruins. Here's the pitch. Outside, back to the screen. Here comes the runner from third. Could be a play. Throws it to Hudson Human, but it's late, and the run scores. But good hustle by Rose and Human. It was just a tad late. And Swoboda, who singled, ends up scoring. And now it's 15-5 here in the top of the 5th. Both runners move up. Edwards went over to third. And Jackson at second. First base now open. Conan ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball off. Jones at third into left field. 2 runs are going to score. Took a bad hop. It's a little rough around third base. There's a lip there. And that ball hit that and it hopped over Hayden's head for a hit. 2-run score. Edwards scores. Jackson scores. 2 RBIs for Conan, and now it's 17-5. The Jackets were so close to getting out of the inning without a run scoring. Just couldn't quite get the final out. And they're going to pinch run for Conan at first, as Henry McFarland will come on to be the pinch runner at first. The hitter is the pitcher, Ace DeWeese. And Ace has been on 4 times today. 3 singles and a walk. He scored 3 times, and he's knocked in a run. And he pops one up near third. Jones now in foul territory. The Wind's got it, but Jones got it. What a nice play as he catches it falling to the ground. The Wind kind of got it and started carrying him into foul territory, and he was backing up, and as he was falling backwards, he still made the catch. And a nice play by the junior Hayden Jones, and that'll end the inning here in the 5th for Pulaski Academy. But the Bruins pick up 3 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 1. And as we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's now Pulaski Academy 17, Clinton 5. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, you know, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
Well, we hit at the bottom of the fifth, and the Jackets are going to have to score 3 times to keep this one going. They trail 17-5 now. It'll be the 10-run rule after 5 innings, so the Jackets are down by 12. They're going to need 3 runs to keep the game alive. And the Jackets will have the hitters coming up for that, as they'll have Colton Warren, Luke Westfall, Keegan Rose. Anybody gets on, Noah Calhoun here in this 5th inning. Yellow Jackets got 2 in the first, 3 in the second, but have not scored in the 3rd or the 4th. As they try to get back in the scoring column here in the 5th. And we got a new pitcher on for Pulaski Academy. And that'll be Rome Foster now coming into pitch in relief of Ace DeWeese.
Leading off for the Yellow Jackets, number 11, Colton Warren.
Warren leads it off. Colton 0 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Right-handed pitcher, DeWeese, we've seen all day for the first 4 innings, was a lefty. So now a right-handed pitcher on the hill for the Bruins. Jackets do have 7 hits on the day. Takes a strike there, count even 1-1. Jackets 5 runs on 7 hits. Jackets have left 5 today. First game of a doubleheader. Still time for you to come on down to the ballpark. The weather is awesome. The pitch is high for a ball. Anything's better than it was 2 weeks ago when I sat in a lawn chair equipment and it was 37 degrees. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as he ran that one in on his hands. Now it's 2-2. A lot of folks here at the ballparks today. Ooh, and that one hits Warren as he tried to go inside again, but this time he got too far inside. And he hit Colton, and the leadoff man is on in the 5th for Clinton. I'm going to say the park is full tonight. I see that the, I don't know, that's 6 under, 8 under playing down back to my right here. So a lot of folks in the park, and it's no better place to be in the summertime in Clinton is down at the ballparks. The hitters, Luke Westfall. Throw to first. Warren's back easily. Luke's 0 for 2 today. Big lead by Warren at first. Snap throw over there, and he has to come back in head first this time. Here's the pitch. Breaks for second. Now stops and comes back. The pitch is a ball. Two hours and 16 minutes mark here in this one. We're in the 5th inning. And here's the pitch. And a curveball for a strike. Count even now 1-1. Keegan Rose on deck. Here's the pitch, and high for a ball. 17-5. We're in the 5th inning. Jackets need 3 runs to keep it alive. Got the leadoff man on here in the 5th via the hit by pitch. Here's the pitch, and fouled away. Count now even 2-2. Foster checks the runner, now throws it inside. Ooh, strike called. A curveball froze the hitter. May have fooled the umpire, too. It looked like it might have been a little bit inside, but he got the call. And Westfall goes down looking for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in Keegan Rose. Keegan 0 for 1 today, but he did walk and score in the second. And the pitch is a strike at the knees. And Foster gets ahead in the count. 0-1. And the pitch is a curve for a strike, and now Foster is zoned in. Rose in the hole 0-2. There's the pitch, and the curveball sweeps way outside, 1-2. Tried to get Rose to chase, but he wouldn't do it. Warren leading off first. Foster to the plate, and a swing and a miss. The curveball again, this time a little bit closer to the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts for Foster, and the Jackets down to their last hope here in the form of Noah Calhoun. Noah's 0 for 2 on the day. Jackets need 3 runs to keep the game alive. They trail 17-5. There's the pitch and a swing and a miss, and Foster jumps ahead. He's thrown a lot of strikes since he's been in there. Here's the pitch and the dirt. Good play by Williams to block that one. Count even 1-1. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Now he's in a hole 1-2. Jackets down to their last strike. Rabone on deck, hoping to get a chance. Here's the pitch, and strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Foster strikes out the side, and that'll end the ball game here as the Jackets go down in the 5th without scoring. And your final score today in 5 innings, it's Pulaski Academy 17, Clinton 5. Stay with us for the postgame show. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet, and when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Times are changing, and so are the expectations of your internet provider. Introducing Petit Jean Fiber. Powered by your Petit Jean Electric Cooperative, Petit Jean Fiber offers the fastest internet speeds with the highest quality service in the Ozarks. Petit Jean Fiber will transform the way you live, work, and play online. All with no contracts or sudden price increases. Call us today at 501-745-2493 to see if service is available in your area.
A broadcast service of King and Company Radio Incorporated. We're 94.7, 234 BV, and 97.3 KGFL, 1110 AM. Clinton.
Well, it's all over the ballpark here this afternoon, or at least for the first game anyway. Yellow Jackets lose this one by a score of 17-5. PA got 5 runs in that first inning and never trailed anyway. They got 5 runs on 6 hits in the first inning. A big one was a Major Jackson home run in that inning, and that was one of 4 straight hits in that first inning. But the Yellow Jackets had a lot of spunk in them today because they bounced right back in the first inning as they got 2 runs on 2 hits. The big hit being a 2-run single by Hayden Jones, and the Jackets cut the lead to 5-2. PA in the second inning, though, picked up 6 more runs. They got 6 runs on 6 hits, and the big one was a Luke Edwards blast, a home run, to lead off the second inning. And once again, they had 4 straight hits at one point in that inning. In fact, they sent 10 batters to the plate in the first inning and 11 batters to the plate in the second inning. But the Jackets didn't give up again. Trailing 11-2, they come up in the second inning, and the Jackets get 3 runs on 4 hits. Another big hit by Hayden Jones as he had a 2-run single, was the biggest hit of the inning for the Yellow Jackets. And so PA led by a score of 11-5 at that point. The PA got 3 more runs in the third inning as they got 3 runs on 2 hits. And Yellow Jacket pitching gave up 4 walks in that inning. And then everything kind of slowed down after that. Clinton was held scoreless in the third and the fourth. In fact, the Yellow Jackets only got 1 hit over the next 2 innings. And then PA put the game away in the top of the 5th with 3 runs on 2 hits. Actually, all those came with 2 outs, by the way, those 3 runs in that 5th inning. And you got to give Clinton pitching a little bit of credit, too, because the Yellow Jackets pitching, Hudson Human in relief of Red Horton, came in and retired PA without a run and without a hit in the 4th inning. And in the 5th, had 2 outs, and PA had not yet scored, but the Jackets couldn't get the final out before PA sent 3 across the plate. And PA ends up winning today by a score of 17-5. PA with 17 runs on 16 hits. They left 9 runners on base. The Yellow Jackets with 5 runs on 7 hits, and they left 6 Yellow Jackets on base this afternoon. Red Horton pitched 2 innings, and Hudson Human ended up pitching 3 innings today. Ace DeWeese was the winning pitcher for Pulaski Academy as he went 4 innings, giving the Yellow Jackets 5 runs on 7 hits on the day. PA now 12-1 on the year, 3-0 in conference play. The Yellow Jackets now 9-5 on the season and 2-1 in conference play. And in about 20 minutes, we'll start game number 2. We will not have the broadcast of that one, but you do have time to get to the ballpark if you'd like to watch that one. We want to mention the next game for the Yellow Jackets. That'll be Thursday at Atkins. Weather permitting, we'll have the broadcast of that one at 5 o'clock on Thursday at Atkins. And our next broadcast of Yellow Jacket athletics will be tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 from right here at the ballparks on School Hill, as the Lady Yellow Jackets will take on the Heber Springs Lady Panthers in a conference game tomorrow at 4:30. And if you haven't been to the new ballpark, there'd be a great time for you to come down tomorrow to see the Yellow Jackets take on the old rival, the Heber Springs Panthers. Well, your first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the ball game. We've got 2 today. We've got Hayden Jones, who was 2 for 2 today. He had 2 singles, had a walk, stole a base, and also knocked in 4 runs today. In fact, he knocked in 4 of Clinton's 5 runs today. The junior Hayden Jones and the senior Rylan Jones. The Jones boys did well today. Rylan Jones also 2 for 2 with a walk. He also scored once on the day, and both players did a great job defensively, as Rylan Jones at shortstop, and Hayden Jones with a great catch in foul territory as he was falling backwards, stayed in there and made the catch on a foul pop-up. So our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game today are junior Hayden Jones and senior Rylan Jones, as Hayden accounted for 4 of Clinton's 5 runs, and Roland Jones scored one of those 5 runs on the day. Thank you, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, for your support of Yellow Jacket Athletics, located in the Cash Saver parking lot in downtown Clinton, and just as close as your home computer. For all your banking needs, First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Well, I want to thank Keith Parrish back at the station. I want to thank Sid King and Crystal Barnett back there also. If you need any of your advertising needs, give them a call at the station, ask for Crystal, and she'll take care of you. And it's because of you and because of Sid King that we're able to bring you Yellow Jacket Athletics all through the years. And we always talk about how lucky we are to have Sid and the station and the publicity that the Yellow Jackets get each and every year. Well, Keith Parrish, thanks for getting us on the air. And I'm Mike Hawley until tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 when we take on the Heber Springs Lady Panthers. Once again, your final score, it was Pulaski Academy 17 and Clinton 5. I'm Mike Hawley. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long.
You've been listening to Clinton Yellow Jacket Baseball and Softball on the Trip 94.7 and 97.3. Today's game has been brought to you by these fine sponsors. First